passing. Now you have to worry about making a decision that ultimately impacts 2 years of your life. Will it be a good 2 years, a bad 2 years, an average 2 years, or what? Do you understand? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, thank you, and if you're new, please don't forget to like, do not forget to comment, and do not forget to subscribe, because we like, we comment, and we subscribe. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Like, oh my gosh, I know I've probably been saying this each video I've uploaded this year, because wow, will she be back for good this time or what? Find out next. Honestly, find out next. I will do a life update because it's been rough. It's been rough. Like, it's honestly been so rough, but we move, we push, and now we're here. You know, let's just be grateful that we're alive and kicking, and we were able to come back and film another video. Okay, child? So yeah. Anyway, today is not about what's been happening in my life. We'll do another video about what's been happening, but today is all about applications, right? The big moment, the moment you have been waiting for the entire 6 or 7 or 8 years of your medical career, the day you get to apply for a job, right? All the other years you've been cruising swiftly. All you have to worry about is passing. Now you have to worry about making a decision that ultimately impacts 2 years of your life. Will it be a good 2 years, a bad 2 years, an average 2 years, or what? Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is kind of a weighted decision. Not too weighted, because it's just 2 years of your life, and even if it's crap, you can still make better decisions in the future knowing what you know, but it's still a big decision because 2 years it is a long time, and you spend most of your time at work anyway, so you need to make a wise decision. Alright, so today the video is all about just pointers on how to pick your ideal hospital, and basically my experience and how I managed to pick where I am now, what was going on through my mind, and yeah, did what I think I was getting myself into, was that like the actual outcome that I had. Alright, so I'm gonna look on my phone and just have a look at the pointers. Alright, so basically you have a platform called ICSP. I just forgot what it stands for. I'm going to put it here, and that is where you make your application. Right now applications have been open, so I'm assuming everyone who is eligible has registered, has verified the registration, and has at least gone onto the website. Sorry, my phone is buzzing. And has at least gone onto the website, browsed through the website, and seen how the website looks like. Maybe you have an idea of which hospitals offer internship and which don't. I hope your class reps have provided you with the list, an updated list of which hospitals still offer internships and which not, so you've maybe browsed through that, right? So maybe that's where you are, or maybe you're one of those people who exactly, you know what you want, where you at, you've already applied, you just chilling, crossing fingers, you know, or you have applied but you're still not sure. But anyway, this video is to help those people who just still need help combing through their thinking process and just like what to think about. Alright, so the biggest thing that I thought about when I was applying is what I want my life to look like. So you really need to plan what and how you want your life to look like in the future, right? In terms of your social life, in terms of your experience at work, in terms of your living space, in terms of are you an academic or you're not, do you want to continue going into clinical medicine or not, just things like that. Just it doesn't have to be like fixed, but just have an idea of what you want in terms of internship. What do you want to get out of internship? Do you want to get do you want to continue being an academic, researching stuff? So you obviously want to be in a more an environment that facilitates that more, like academic hospitals, ones that are attached to universities, where you can get lecturers, where you can get research material, where you can get research support and things like that. Or are you more wanting hands-on practical experience, where when you walk in there it'll be hell of fire, but you're gonna come out there having a lot of practical experience? Do you want a little bit of both? Do you really not mind wherever you are, as long as you have a job? It'd be like that sometimes. Peace out. You have to think about things like that. So personally for me, I definitely wanted away from the academic setting. Academic hospitals, great exposure to different things, great support, but it's too big, it's too much, not for me. I wanted away from academics. Okay, I wanted away from academics for the first time in my life. I just wanted to be a normal person. Okay, I've been pushing paper very hard since I stepped into school until I left out, so that was not for me. So I just wanted to do away with that. However, I didn't want a very small rural hospital where half the time you are on your own. No, I still wanted a place that had a consultant and adequate senior supervision. So that was where I was at. Another big thing for me was my social setting. I wanted to be close to things that I can do to distress, close to things that I know I enjoy doing, and close to just to be in a familiar place, surrounded by people that I know and I know I can just go to when I need something. I was in Cape Town, didn't know anyone, hardly had any family. I mean, they were here and there, but it was far from home. This time I was like, nope, it's not for me. I want a place more homey, more familiar, and closer to a lot more family. So that was what I based my decision on. Another thing that you need to consider is your living space. For me, I never planned to live in doctor's quarters, so whether the place offered doctor's quarters or it didn't, or it was trash or it was good, really wasn't a factor for me, because I never originally wanted to live in doctor's quarters. I wanted to just live in an apartment outside of hospital. I've been living in res for the past 6 years and I was good. Alright, I was good. I was fantasizing about living in an apartment, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I didn't think about that. Grateful that the place that I got actually had DQ, and it was okay, it was decent, it was livable, so that was a plus. But for me, that wasn't a consideration. Do you understand what I'm saying? So those are things you need to think of. It can be hard conceptualizing all those things and trying to find out actually which hospitals offer what you do, which is why I have for you a very great platform where you can go, browse through, have a look, and literally click on hospitals that you've heard of, interested in, thinking of, and that website literally lays down everything for you. It lays down the area, it lays down the type of experience you'll get, the support you'll get from seniors, does it offer a DQ or not, and it has this thing called an EP score. So it's basically an experience to paper pusher index, and basically the higher it is, the more practical experience that hospital offers, and the lower it is, the more you sort of fulfill that admin role of typing discharges, booking scans and things like that, and not actually having direct experience with patients. So it's called Placement Pal. Here it is on the screen. This is a little cute small tutorial on how to use it. You just click on facilities, and then it has different provinces. Then you click on the provinces that you want, and it has a list of hospitals, and it's a really great tool to use. I definitely wish I had something like this without having to really ask around or things like that. You can get most of your questions answered about a lot of the facilities just by looking through the website. So yeah, that's point number 1. Point number 2, make sure you familiarize yourself with the ISCSP rules. Right? It is ISCSP. Was it ICSP? Was it IS? Whatever. Okay, that word. Make sure you familiarize yourself with the rules. Okay, so number 1, the rules, and within the rules you need to know which hospital is tertiary, which hospital is region, which hospital is municipal, and rural, right? So you need to know which types of hospital are these, because this is important information, right? There's metro, it's about like metro districts, and because there is a limited number of metros that you can pick. Like I remember, I think with us you could only pick 1 hospital in a metro out of the 3 major provinces. So between Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng, you could only pick 1 hospital in a metro out of all of the 3, right? So you need to know those kind of rules, because if you don't follow the rules, I think they'll just by default place you elsewhere, or maybe choose your last option, things like that. So make sure you follow the rules to the T and pick according to that. And I think they also have a thing of some hospitals can't be last or something like that. So you just need to make sure you pick wisely, and make sure that your top 3 hospitals correlate with your top 3 provinces. So you can't have KZN as your number 1 province and then have a hospital in Johannesburg as your number 1 option. That doesn't make sense, as you can tell. So you pick your top provinces. So you'll be Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Western Cape, Northern Cape, and then you pick 5 hospitals according to your ranking and your preference, right? So that's how you pick in the website. You first pick provinces, and then you pick hospitals, and then they'll try and match up. If they can't give you your ideal hospital, they'll try to give you your ideal province. So that's the thinking behind it. So really familiarize yourself with the rules so that you give yourself the best chance possible. Okay, then another thing with this, pick wisely, guys. Don't pick just for picking, right? Don't put options there because you think you'll be able to swap, right? Or picking options there just for the sake of picking an option, because chances are you will get that option. There are people that put options there as humor, as jokes, and they were actually put in that place. So this is not a joke. Be serious. Think about it carefully and put your hospitals in the right order, first to the 4th that you want or you wouldn't mind working in. The idea of swapping is still there, but make sure maybe put that like last. I know for me, I picked the first 4. I think there's 5 options. The first 4 were all hospitals I wouldn't mind being in, and then the last one, because I just didn't have a choice, I had to put in the last option. I did put in an option where I know is highly competitive, and I know people would tend to want it and tend not to maybe want another province, so I know that I could have been able to swap, right? Also, another reason why towards the end you won't be able to pick hospitals that you really would like is because of the whole metro situation. So my last province was the Western Cape, right? And I couldn't pick a place in the city of Cape Town. I had to pick a place outside because I had already put a metro in my top hospitals. So that's how it works. You just it's a gamble. It's a game of scrambling, trying to find the perfect combination that you know will give you the best outcome in the end. Okay, so yeah, in a nutshell, that's basically it. There are questions that I need to answer. I think I answered this. How many hospitals can you apply to? I think it was 5. I don't know if the rules have changed. I think I remember, because I was trying to look for the document that had all the rules so that I could read them out to you, but I really can't find it anymore, so that's a bit of a schlep. However, I think we applied to 5 hospitals, because I had, so it was 5 hospitals that we could apply to and 5 provinces that we could choose. So not all of the provinces I chose, I had chosen a hospital. I chose my hospitals across 3 provinces. I think that's the rule. Minimum 3 provinces is where you have to spread your choices at, but you can pick 5 different provinces that you wouldn't mind being placed in. What criteria did you use to choose the hospital you wanted? As I said, I basically chose it on location. Where is it? Is it close enough to things that I want to do? Number 2, the experience to paper pushing index, and as well that it was not a tertiary hospital. Do not want a tertiary hospital. I'm glad I'm not in a tertiary hospital, because there's this tertiary hospital right up on the other side of Johannesburg, and the people's crying, and I'm just like, y'all be safe though. And the third one was, or not, I didn't use this as a criteria, was living space. But if you are considering staying in DQ for the duration of the 2 years, living space is a very important thing to think about. And then what were the rest of your options? So as I said, I had hospitals in Gauteng. I had 2, and then I had 2 in Mpumalanga, and then my last one was in the Western Cape. The provinces that I picked was Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Western Cape, probably KZN, and then Limpopo. So yeah, that's what it was. Definitely did not pick hospitals in KZN or Limpopo, because that is absolutely not areas I want to go to. Nah. So, but I didn't have a choice. I had to pick something. So yeah, another thing, keep an open mind. Anything can happen. You may get your first choice. I did, thank God. Some people didn't. Some people got their last choice. Some people got no choices. Like they just put them where people were needed, and really that is possible. So keep an open mind, but make sure that you optimize your choices very well, so that you can get a place that you at least don't mind being in. I hope I answered some of the questions. And yeah, there's one question here about things I wish I knew to prepare for in January. That will be a separate video on how to prepare for internship. This is just mainly about applications, and don't forget to use the Placement Pal website to help you decide and pick your hospitals. And that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. And honestly, I truly hope that this will be a more consistent thing. I know I sound like a parrot, but it's really my deepest desires. Even today I was going through a lot filming this. I went through a whole lot, and but story for another day. Anyway,